Hello, viewers. Today we are coming up with another program again here on Ego Studio, a program designed to take Esan to the level it's supposed to belong to. And today we'll be having very, very important people you never expect will be here on the studio. First and foremost, I want to say big thank you to the host, Father, for giving us the office for such a wonderful documentary stroke interview here in Ekboma. And please, I want to say a big thank you to the guests too, because we never thought we could have such a wonderful opportunity as this. And here we are today having two of the greatest sons of Esan in the academic field, cultural field, historical field, or what have you. And I'm sure by the time we are told this interview, you had the cause to know that yes, you were blessed to have been able to sit down and watch what they're going to do here today. Your host, Sunday Ahimare Inebidose, Ego Studio, London, UK. Sir, we are so happy having you here in our studio today. And we really want to say big thank you for this wonderful opportunity. I don't know how best to appreciate your coming here, but let us start with your introduction, sir, because we have a lot to talk about today. Sir, your introduction, sir.
Thank you very much.
Pleasure, sir.
It's my pleasure.
Yes, sir.
I am Charles Onomudo Aluede. I work with Ambrosali University. I am a professor of ethnomusicology and music therapy. I am also an African studies scholar. Thank you.
No, pleasure, sir. Sir, I know you are a very popular face, but sir, we still want to know you, sir.
Thank you very much, Rosoni. Sir, Matthew Azegbemi Izibili is my name, a professor of philosophy and the founder of Esan Development Foundation, the center that is hosting this interview, a center carved out for research and documentation of Esan cultural heritage in Ekboma. I'm glad that I have the privilege of hosting my senior brother, a senior colleague, and a lover of Esan. Thank you.
My pleasure, sir. So like I said before, you can see that this is a very, very rare interview. You don't have two professors sitting down together at the same time for interview. I never had it, not even saying it. So watch as we now move on. Sir, we are so happy that you are one of the experts in Esan culture, tradition, and all that, though mainly in the area of music. But I know your area goes beyond music. Sir, let us now start with this question, sir. In Esan land today, people are complaining that Esan people are encroaching in the dress style of Esan kings. That is, they now use the dresses that's going to be used biology. Maybe they now dress in those dresses. So how do you look at that? How do you see that issue? How are our king supposed to dress traditionally, sir?
Thank you very much. It is a very difficult question to answer. I say this because from history, we could glean that at some point, the then Onuje of Irua went to take a wife from Agbede. And by that, he became a Muslim. So he started dressing like Muslims. For the Onuje of Ewu, who also became a Muslim, he too started dressing like the Muslims. Ab initio, our Esa Eniji also wore Igbo. And it is clear when you look at all the photographs taken in palaces, you will see that there was no fixed dress code as such. Before we started this interview, I showed you what Oba Akenzwa did, that it was during his reign that they modified the dress code in Benin, and you can now see chiefs with cassocks. Well, in Esan, we also now see chiefs with cassocks, which is not out of place. But for the kings, I think the number of beads worn, how elaborate the dress is, or the type of dress worn will be enough to distinguish them. This is so because in Esan of old, they had palaces that had 2 or 3 courtyards. That's because they had subjects that could work for them. So their houses too took that structure. They were more elaborate. But today, there are sons and daughters who are financially okay, who would also want to show that they have some money, and so whatever, the kind of chairs they sit on, the kind of cars they ride, the kind of houses they build, we also portray their affluence. So in that case, we cannot just come out to say, oh, why should this person dress this way? This dressing ought to be the dress code or of the king. But what I think that may be that of the king is those beads that may not be commonly found, the cap that may not be commonly found, perhaps the walking stick that may not be commonly found. There is no law that says that a wealthy man should dress like a page. There is no law. But I also know that there is no law that supports a wealthy man dressing so elaborately and going out to say, I am the Onoji of so and so. No, aberration. It's aberrant. It's not possible. But we cannot now, as a matter of exactitude, say that, I don't want to use the term subject, that a native of a particular town should not dress so well in a manner that he or she will be seen as competing with the king. No. The king is the king. And other members of the community are members of the community. Ojeru, Eboje. So that's my take. That's what I think.
Oh, thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much.
Prof, sir, do you have one or two to add to it, sir?
He has said it, and that it is to be added. The very last statement he made, to me, summarize all others that he has said. I know je hime misusu ino erechia adamie ekidiawe ebonu bo gbele oni bo ye banda ko ebo je.
That's true.
Nam de bebe amiewo ele abiole akiyo emono je. Having said that, summary, he has told you now that there are no hard and fast rules as to this dress is reserved for the king. Yes. But the beads that are in use, I'm aware that our young men in the bid to take a new wife, they go and get a cap that is beaded cap. And those beads said, Alabano, Iran secure your move. Adamio na was whether no not any bakira meye a new one would jela uruji inore kakidamion abaya keke ivie or moriri a can or moriri or salaba.
Yes, Abba.
On azema kimye a filipa on ano oluji big or reserve big or whip my boy, but yeah, zero year and whip my inore can very good. I'm the amio e banore e hoe mano I will give everybody. I'm waiting me that way.
Yes. We're really talk by that barrel. Ge a mie ino erechia banore ekono.
Yes.
Aye ni no ge banore o amugbe no se. Ekoye no. So ako ane no.
Oh, that was.
Ako ane no.
Thank you very much, sir. I think that put it very, very clear now. I think there should be no distinction between the eulogy and the subject with the way they dress. Though
You made your rounds. So did you say that? What's your says? They say that.
I'm sorry, sir.
The difference may not be of a kind, but of degree.
Well, yeah. Well, I've even said that how the king adorns himself with beads
It's different.
It's different from how other persons will naturally do.
Exactly.
But they cannot choose the dresses that the ordinary persons will put on. No.
Okay.
No.
Fine. Yeah. I think it's clear enough, sir.
Yeah.
It's clear because many people would have see the way I was in it. No, let that be clear now. Yeah, sir. The next question now is this: IGBULU is the traditional dress that are used by some people. They are known for that. But recently, women are seen using IGBULU, even some go ahead to use hijab and all that. So, is it normal for Esan women to be using Esan IGBULU in their dresses, sir?
Well, it is a good question you have asked, but I'm afraid you are trying to box me into one corner. When you say, is it proper? Is it right? Who decides whether or not it is proper? The rightness or the otherwise? Yeah. And two, we need to grow in the understanding that culture itself is dynamic, right? When look at the Gara people, they have their own attire.
Yeah.
Men, women wear it.
Yes.
I'm not against women. Yeah, Kokwedo. I'm not against women being seen dressed in Igbo, accompanied by their husbands to major ceremonies, so good functions, no problems. It's not bad. It's not bad because there is no regulation that prohibits
The woman in this sign
that
cannot quote on.
yet. And besides, if you go to history, who were the makers of the Igbo, as a matter of
I
fact?
don't even wear, even up till now.
Okay.
Ele say yellow.
Okay.
Ele dido. White video. Any old video.
So it is not even a case of the white hallway. We should not encourage that.
No.
We should not encourage that. But that open of Aluede, that is where we stand. Odia amyo e okobie do kokan eko fun omo se a egbon ne a ekpen riwo. Aba iwe na fun na ro do alwe mi na ijole mi no ba kiyan. Emi na revun lo emi ton. Oni we ata.
Ge ola ki run are la mi guy.
Okay.
Oh, are de.
Jesus ki won. Adoro arno mi gali. Aro go no as we call oni se de yole.
Ayole.
Oye big ba.
Na moli mi he. Na moli mi na you. Ge igbodo do he run ko moli mi.
Ya e bono le mi re akin.
Bore ka say ye.
Everybody can say.
It
It is true that onomwego oyedigbo. Oni ma emi ni ge.
I do.
I do we ro alu ni the culture se will always trample upon this, right? We then no back that. Oni ba ja here.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I was going to add that on the Decas issue. It was most time that you see the
Nye, amie IBSA, elenya those outfits. Amie IBSA, ele encourage those things. Aye robore. Ebe diari ole
Alu.
on va ze dia. On va dia.
Ye agbebu aki ye no to fure. Awa yo na ro ikon na abuwa. Beze itona na meni ege dele. O foni wo mu mi.
Yeah.
Wo kan ki moli mi na ro ihin.
Ejuoli mi ne banya.
Ele violi mi le wo wanjira. Akiroli mi gba ka abufi adesuku.
Abike kai.
I call
Your phone. Oyidio.
Are agbebu ya.
And onagbebu na do haye na. O wa say ye mama ni. Upe ni COVID divide ni. Ono wo you. Ege hoto. And I thought we were really going to learn from that. Yeah, I really need to take. And then if you go ega, I was like, "Yes, me back bon." That is the corpus. That is his commentary. That's the poetry. I really need to take. I be both friend of the
That's a very great one again. Yeah. So let us go to the other aspects again now. If you a car and all these expensive color beads, are they for the exclusive use of the Ology and the chiefs alone, or can any person that had money buy them and use them for dressing style?
Yeah. It is not for the exclusive use of the Royal Highnesses here of any monarchs. There is a reason why you might feel that it could be. it is the quantity. They get stressed. Yeah, the quantity in their custody. I say that because we know in Esan now that all the kings here are often coronated based on the principle of hereditary factor, except two. Except two. And chances are that their forefathers may have stockpiled those things. Yes. So which means the king will have access to quite a lot of these beads to select from, which to us the ordinary man may not be able to buy. See, fine. That is because it will be somewhat aberrant to see an ordinary man wearing more than just one bead at a time. And even where they wear, it is perhaps they are celebrating something. But the king is always celebrating. So whenever the king is going, he adorns himself with different kinds of or qualities of beads. You see, but that is, I know this saying that the common man in his own right has no right to the use of beads. They are used. Of course, they are used to be property owners in the communities. Known people. They could be native doctors. They could be merchants. They even want more than one. It can be river, but Okpoko, Ojogwe, Ikpiana Heroin, they will pass about. They know already. When I'm with another Ojogo network, they know already. Okay, Ojogo has to be now. It is just to, to introduce an air of products, yes. Make you know that the person they is in our midst. That's it.
So, and to add to it, that one, Prof.
Our Prof has said it, but just like to add to it, obviously we know well needs much more than what you just heard. But you're not here, we're not the story. I know what I'm who was the horror. Ọgbẹ́yàdù kọ̀wálà mọ́nà ọ̀zẹ̀wégbé sàpásàpá nobody will say ọ̀rọ̀ àwẹ̀ àwẹ̀ ẹ̀tù ẹ̀dẹ̀ ngọ́mú kọ̀ mẹ́rùwẹ́ ọ̀là anọ́rẹ́jú ọ̀kẹ́ adàmì ngọ́ nùkọ́ ẹ̀wẹ̀ àìnọ́rẹ́jú ẹ̀ṣẹ́ so na ẹgbẹ́ ìví bí ẹ̀ka ọdúnbọ̀ sọ́rì ọ̀rẹ́dẹ̀ ọ̀rẹ́ yọ ọ̀rẹ́ ní ẹnìjẹ̀ tí a bọ̀ in Tiago, I heard narration.
Yes.
I know working. I review the video. Yeah. I don't know what right now working where we put no G toward the step. I create a bit of video
or the working fairly near. Okay, hello.
This must be put in perspective.
Oh, thank you, sir. Okay, sir. Let us now come to your area of specialization, sir. Music this time, sir. I want to first and foremost ask, sir, why is music important to people, or again, why are music composed in any community, sir?
When you say where we have been speaking, but now you said let us come to your area of specialization. That's not the case.
I think it's reductive. It's also music itself is very eclectic, of course. You understand? So, yeah. So, if you are a musicologist, that means you have a grip of quite a lot of subject areas.
Yeah, because
to me, it's houses. Projects, as we we also get to see that I'm begin to start. So is it history? Is it geography? Is it social studies? Is it medicine? Is it philosophy?
Is it bigger than what you think?
It's bigger than you think. Music is, like I said, it's eclectic. It borrows, it attracts from various fields and subfields. So, having cleared that, your question now again. The question now again.
I said, why?
Let me, okay, why music? Let me start by calling the musician. What I will start with, what is music? What is music? For why music? Why music? Okay, sir.
And how is music? Pardon my head.
Yeah, that's all.
That's already.
Music is a white man's concept. In Esan, we have no one word that is equivalent of music. In Esan, we don't have it. Is it Ilo? Biro is song. Ike is dance. Ikwemi is instrumentation. Could be droning. D'abord, could be kuzero, could be kose. You okay? See. But because we know where it sits in our lives, we know the role it plays, we know its characteristics, and we know its functions. So, but we do not have one word English equivalent. Yeah, it's not for what we use music for in this other culture. Now, why music? Yes, it's a big one. If you have ever had any good knowledge of Bead philosophy, you will hear that it is said that man will not die of tension. The heavens open their windows, that music will filter them, so that man will also enjoy some. Well, that takes us to the Bible even, when in the book of Zephaniah 2:17 we are told that God himself derives joy in music making, and he sings so that his people inhabits the praise of his people. He sings to people that is with joy. So if God himself is the author of music, if in the Bible we have people seeing instances, we have seen instances of music being made to free somebody from the grip of the evil spirit. We have seen somebody who's about to die asking for relief, asking for just a few days to go and sing in the wilderness for some time. So you now will be able to know that music is not solely for entertainment. Maybe you will have locked me to say that. Music is never it's not solely for entertainment. No. You could use music to pour out your heart, to pour out your challenges.
The inexpressible in words.
Yes. Because what you cannot say in words, you can say in music. I give you an example. Right those days, during Christmas time, you go and perform a carrying or whatever. Even to somebody, it's supposedly rich person's compound. And you will play 1, 2, 3 dances and the person is not even coming out. They are not giving you anything. As you are going away, you say, never you were female, never you were female in a little. You are spoken, but you never go to the map because you are female. Asha, you can't say that. Not in some areas, it may be to massage your ego. On your waffle, Sami Corpo, on your waffle, Sami Corpo. They know they are interested. They are the inhabitants, brothers of the place. So you see, now you have heard now that music goes beyond entertainment. I'm not going to be talking so much about the entertainment component of music because you all know it. But I'm going to be talking about the extra musical functions of music, which I think people should know. Remember, many Babonelli was in vogue those days to punish a notorious witch or a thief. Or a hen, or to swallow that without boundary a hers. Or like you want to purify the land. If you think that the land has been polluted and now you want to retain it, it is music. Again, the enemy, and here, Ebu only what is it? Maybe you put a small cheek with a broom across your elbow, talk your so what you no, for a woman who has had carnal knowledge of another man other than the husband, music is a major vehicle used in cleansing. in her purification. I will not be singing those songs. No. I don't think it's proper here. Thus, they are there. Now, let's come to music and healing. It is also there. Iraibo Bukuren, Amega Seva Obedi, Iraibo Bukuren, Amega Seva it could be that a child is passing through convulsion. And you have given functional medications you should give. And now you are introducing music. Part of it, part of the healing process. And there are also instances of a man when we possibly go and do something irregular, which he didn't really know a big issue. That is irregular. But after performing the necessary rites, the person may be made to sing a cycle of songs. One of songs is Ialu Hiravene, Usalirame, Bise Kwame, Ialu Hiravene, Usalirame, Bise Kwame. They have done then, unknowingly. Lord, forgive me, absorb your
Where the special
no, they're away from me. You see, we still have quite a lot of them, and you can still see these instances in healing homes. In healing homes, they are there. That we can really learn.
Plenty of them, yes. And they are so useful, so those that have mental challenges, yes.
It is not all about, like I said, entertainment. I have now come to give you extra musical functions of music. Now, you had mentioned to me about the determinants, would I call it determinants now, or reasons for composing, for composing music. Why do we compose music? Yeah, we compose music according to needs. Compose music according to what? Needs. If you are in a sorrowful mood and you want to pour out your heart in songs, you could go in songs and do so. Look at your sister's songs. Your sister's song is so apt when it comes to morning songs. Eh? I am Ugwina. I am Ugwina. I am Ugwina. Me regwina bame. I am Ugwina. Me regwini neme. Sorry akbe. Jime vai oyeriwo. Emo ukakagbe. Okakagbe emo. Egbe na mo arejo. I am megbe rejo. Jime bare oyeriwo.
You believe it doesn't.
I am megbe rejo. You see it? Now, there is this common one which I will just make because I know you already know that song. That's why I didn't bother. Oh, your hey, holiday, oh, holy me big bay. Abayem you gwina, oh, holy me big bay. Oh, hey, holiday, oh, holy me big bay. Abayem you gwina, oh, hey. See,
That's true. And
he has said he's going. Oh, it's painful.
Yeah.
It's painful.
Yeah.
But we cannot do anything. We cannot do anything. There's no we can see death to pacify. Now, but because we may not immediately have another day like this, there is something I like to. There is something I need to tell you about. Even the way we write our songs, song text and analysis. Here I'm taking you to my own theory, my two theories on song text. One is unitextuality. Uni, we're talking about microphone just now, so uni. Then the other one is ambitextuality. There are songs that when you hear it, you just know that they are talking about a singular thing. A little bit Song of Beck. Amo mo abiebu wana ise. Amo mo abiebu wana
Ise.
Irari tobu wana
Ise.
Amo mo abiebu wana
Ise.
Bane megbere agbe ke gbera Bane megbere agbe ke gbera See, you just know. Oh, he's talking about something joyous. A celebration. No, yeah, it's about celebration. that is about child's birth. But there are songs that when you hear them, it will take you perhaps some time, unless you are schooled in the people's culture, for you to be able to know that, oh, it's not all about this. I'll give you an example. This is an example of a song that is ambitextual. Okwedie, omadame, uwenyukmododo, nokwemudioa. The parrot is going. I'm not perturbed, but I am perturbed about its beautiful tail. You know the tail, tail of the parrot, the gray African parrot.
Yeah.
Beautiful, red. It is a dirge. This person is going. Oh, I'm not worried, but when I think of his beautiful character,
Okay.
Yeah.
when I think of his integrity,
Yeah.
that's one. Then I gave another one. You know it. It's part of what I gave in the inaugural. Obale udele obu no osiokolo. Obale udele obu no osiokolo. Udele, when in Esan, in Tik Tok can say, I am Dr. Karashika. I am Dr. Udele. I am Dr. Ogago. I am Dr. Ekme. So from that perspective, if you hear Omale Udele, Udele is a native doctor, and he plays the okolo. That is the general meaning most people will get.
It's more than that.
But when you take a deeper look into what the song says, and the context of use again, you see that it's mostly used when women are nude and they are going to dance to the market square or Aluede to cause the evil hand responsible for unexplained drought
In the community.
in the community.
Right.
So when they say Uwane Udele, I hope you know, Obono, you know Udele is another term for ladies' privates.
Yes.
Osiokolo. Okolo now could be seen as the phallic symbol of the male organ.
That's right.
So that is why any cultural person, any cultural historian, any investigator that wants to look at our song text, you look at them as poetry, you look at them as mere lyrics, and you also look at them in content and in context. It's important.
Some of them are parables.
Thank you. Oh, yes, some are parables.
Some of them are parables.
Uzo negene harap omaye boli. Oya ivie. Oya omaye buzo.
And that is parable. And it goes in different form. Somebody who have done wickedly.
Yeah.
And by the time he eventually died, before he would die, the diviner may say, go and bring goat, go and bring that so that you can live. You hear songs like, Oye
Urie nabi. Aradari babucha. Urie nabi. Let me. There is they are just like that, scattered all over Esan land. That one takes us to the principle of, I think, is that the other one you talk about? Now that we are so rich in this, our Esan culture, what do we do? How do we preserve? How do we preserve?
preserve them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From extinction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do we save them from extinction?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's $1 million question. Saving them. That's why we are here.
Because
The documentation is key. Assisting the people that have this wealth of knowledge, like yourself, sir, is very important.
yeah.
There is, because it is a TV program, I want to just speak for you. Never can know where to go to.
Exactly.
Or you're no hidden, or you're areto.
You're
Areto.
Yeah.
But you see my own name now. Oh, you see, we are the community. I believe could fair bokba. Ono we go arere. Ono mo okay roll wewe. Ono mo okay roll wewe. But okay, the central focus no eba when I roll or other roll. Bese me that on always a hard meeting. Now form caretaker committee the village. Any way we are more chairman. Teacher is secretary.
Yeah, sir. Looking at the society today, so that there are various music that are almost taking over Esan music now and all that. And looking at the way you've explained, music is like a part of people's life.
Yeah.
Sir, what do we do to preserve Esan music from extinction? Looking at the competition of other music that is happening around us, sir.
Yeah. Thank you very much for this question. We have a lot to do, but people should be desirous to help out, lest all these our cultural mores will vanish into the oblivion. I say this because I was sharing a testimony with Professor Zibili of how I approached somebody and said, I have a book on Esan proverbs. It has reached 90% completion stage. Would you want to support us so that we'll publish it? He said, no. No, he won't. He doesn't have that kind of resources. I said, okay. Some few days later, the friend with whom I went visiting the guy came and said, even that man was still complaining. Can you imagine? Prof was asking me for. So you see, people should people should learn to give back to the society.
Yeah.
I am not the author of these proverbs, but I can see they are scattered all over Ndesa. But what I have done is to pull all of them together so that our children will also find something to rely on, because the era of oral training is gone. It's gone. So we need to put down something concrete for them to see. Now let's talk about music. When any king is about to be coronated, you see committee members running around looking for where they can get one in Babonelimi or Ijelege, big man, where we can get the Adbenuje. How do we get these ones? How do we get them? So, how will you get them when to whom much is given, much is expected? Did you give? Did you sow in there? Okay. Any reigning monarch is supposed to be the custodian of people's culture.
Yeah. And music is part of it.
How many musical ensembles is he funding?
No.
Look at our local governments, where you have a cultural division, cultural units. They don't even have staff there. And they don't have any group they are funding. They are supporting. So if the governor or even the president says he wants the Babonelli now, Arts and Culture Division should go, they are going to different promoters. Not that they have the one they have groomed on their own.
Just imagine.
In the old, before modernity came to erase everything, every village had these ensembles. Ensembles, Babonelli, Ijelege,
Yes.
and Sonogun.
Uleke too.
Uleke, yeah. But today, they are not there. It is not that it is the white man who is ruling us. We are the one ruling ourselves. So why is it so? Now, it is still not late, but I will tell you in part, some people are doing what they can afford to do, even unknowingly that they are helping us. Helping us to preserve it. I'll give you an example. Okay, sir. There are musicians in Esan land. These musicians, I may not really see over half of them as composers.
No, then.
They are recycling our songs, our Sonogo songs.
When they use guitar to
When you say it is a song we already know.
No, they just change the beating there.
So, and that is what we call progressive traditionalism. You know, we are moving them from this level. We are progressing, trying to see how we can launch them, how we can use guitar bands and all those ones to promote it. Yeah, if we had the keyboard now, I will play something for you like Melwa no myoji so Melwa no myoji so Melwa. I play it on F. I play it using the piano. It flows. So if tomorrow anybody picks it from that level, well, again, some musicologists are also trying to document these songs. So what do? people should go into digitalization.
Okay.
These beautiful melodies can be notated using different apps. NoteScore, Sibelius, Finally, or whatever to document the songs. There should be room for massive recording. Unfortunately, there's even no sound archive around this neighborhood.
There's no.
This is Notoria district. Somebody should be there to drive that project. There should be a base. There was one year, one Professor Sean Okpebolo came from the US because he was writing an opera in the US and he needed African songs to use. He came. His university sponsored him to come. He came to Uromi. Professor Nyamikobo was the vice chancellor. The young man met with me, and I took him around. Unfortunately, I wanted him to use more of Iyayi songs because I like those songs. And they don't work to time. An event, they told me they will be starting by so and so time. We all drove there, and when we got there, they were still not ready. So we now had to just move around. I also gave him some few melodies that we had then, and he flew back. So if a white man out there will be helping to support our culture here, then what are we doing? So I will end by saying, I will say, let's shift ground. These people who are supposed to be custodians of our culture should show interest. Let them start by being patrons to 1 or 2, 3 ensembles in their domains. Then let them attract resources, funds, to support them so that they can succeed. Because it's no longer funny that a people once known to have music for every event is now in want for musicians.
Too bad. I said, too bad, sir.
If there are incentives, they will still be rehearsing. Of course, they will still be practicing. They will still be performing. Incentives. People should give back to their culture. Not giving back is the reason why we have the extinction of a whole lot of dances.
Wow, what a great day, sir. I think you have to add 1 or 2 things before we round up, sir.
Thank you very much. We have heard Prof, and it's clear something can still be done.
Yes.
It's not over yet. Every time I reflect on the works of Ikesi Jano, Akoba, John, Peko, from my area there, it gives me some concern.
Yeah.
Because both of those works that were sponsored by Wafoso, we can't lay hands on any of them. Even the children of these people who he used then, he sponsored them, the marketing and the rest, they have no trace of their father's works. That's something can still be done. So the way we have started now, creating awareness here, we can get started this way, and it will be better for all of us.
Yeah. Sorry, let me add something. Do you know that the music of Chief Umumbade Ogbera is thriving in Canada?
Very well.
Serious?
Yes, well.
The son Ebi
Yes.
Umumbade is in Canada.
Yes.
And he has made the recording available in Canada. But sadly, that of Amojo, Ameniwewe, is just Obeto Atine, aka Amojo Ameniwewe Nomiede, is just there. So people should come. People should take them up as projects. In the first case, it may not be for the money. Let it be for the love of Esan. Money could come much later.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Oh, my pleasure, sir. So, on the final note, we've come to the end of this wonderful documentary and interview. Like I told you before, this is the first time anybody was sitting down to watch 2 professors sitting down for a documentary interview. It has not happened. Esan, we are blessed with very many wonderful people. And you've heard from both of them here today. And one striking thing about them is that they are down to earth, in love with Esan culture, tradition, and all that. You now discover that all they have been saying have been so wonderful. From English, they come back to Esan. And many people, maybe after passing their maybe a BA or whatever, want to go speak Esan with you. But these are men are deep in Esan language and they explain everything deeply in Esan. You see, all no kija memi or he been in about an attire about that Okleme one or joy or that came out read it. No ma wo ni if ma don one na Esan joy aji. We are well we are boldness being able to marina. And Bill ma wo around it. If I ma job on if I marry me dia kwa eke go here one na Esan wari. E pa be sano ejua o ekona. Down do Esan joy aji. Ikuma se me bon pop ekela tamama. Ihen man be no do you are down dona. We go hare pa lik budi kena. Oyige akmimi ala we mi akwa ene ya da kwa ne ka village kan ena re pa e de ribo enya gburi kan po opa kro re pere we mi o chan kebo ro dona babone mi o uleke o ijele yo asoluku ere ni kwa e ari yo bari yo boje keke e gere da mi mi o chan ke ala re we mi akmiri alwe mi awaka kimi ma o ma zobo o yulo a ba ka da so ba 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 ya krela na ilo o ya so ere kon pa se emi idera silo da shwara bari mari ki hum rivi e ba ta wana nana o ya wo jore aye Esan wo you wo bo jore il no samate he jo kawano se ha so ya ne woria o a una mero yi e ba le woria a me arubo o ka de wo ho Esan de wo ho ma de wo ho ak me mi ma lo yo to ki o yan ki da bi ma boye si ki go da yin dona mo wo Esan abmare woni e ma wona mekule ko gbe mi ta yi aba obobu ni do ni ma ta ole na de a yo ge i wono me da bon da ta mo da gbudu e ke me bi ogo ole re bari ni sa re beta o me yo obobu aso da me we sa oboba o di ne obo ado bi o ho sa hu ya me ge ma bo ya buare yo ma ne ba ta ba ne ma ta ba hu ya ba e zema bara no ba ta na nia okemi ni de buma se hu ki no ado de bar hashan egidon re ali bu ale mo se hu e bu bon ba hu ya ma de re pa ma gere ma me ma vie vai ma re pa ma bono ma ta loro de ona ma so tie o na so tie vario o bru wa ko ne me kre ko be o no nya office na Esan kide o ma no se ma na ba wa no e mi fo no o e ru bono kene yo o bo bu re me mi ge ma na usual office na ma re boni mo na pu pe akome Esan do boma deals alo on va da alu joy Esan oye abulu sas